Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something uncomfortable. If people don't take you seriously, if they interrupt you mid-sentence, if your ideas get ignored even when they're good, it's not bad luck. It's not confidence. It's the personality habits you repeat every day without noticing. A guy once asked me, "How do I improve my personality?" I watched him arrive late, interrupt twice, check his phone while someone else was talking. I didn't answer him because his personality already spoke for him. You can tell a lot about a person in the first 5 minutes, not by what they say, by what they do. They sit down late, they keep adjusting their chair, they laugh too loud at nothing, they check their phone while you're talking. That's not personality traits, that's personality training. Most people don't realize this, but your personality is being shaped every single day, whether you're trying or not. You open your phone before you open your mind. You react before you think. You explain before anyone asks. That's not who you are, that's who you've trained yourself to be. Let me give you an example. You're in a conversation. Someone disagrees with you. Instantly, your tone changes. You start talking faster. You give extra reasons. You want to win. You don't even realize it, but everyone else does. That reaction quietly tells people, "I'm insecure under pressure." Now compare that to someone who pauses, smiles, and says, "Fair point. Let me think." Same situation, completely different personality. Look at someone like Zendaya in interviews. When she doesn't know an answer, she doesn't rush. She pauses. That pause creates respect. Not because she's famous, because she's aware. Awareness is the foundation of personality. So here's the first rule to improve your personality every single day. Notice before you fix. You cannot change what you don't catch. From today, your job is not to be confident. Your job is to observe your reactions. Watch yourself in 3 moments. When you're criticized, when you're ignored, when things don't go your way, those moments reveal everything. You spill coffee during a meeting. Do you freeze, joke awkwardly, or blame the waiter silently? Your reaction shows your personality. See, personality isn't built in comfort. It's revealed in pressure. And the first step is noticing your reaction before it controls you. Another example, someone leaves you unseen. Your mood drops. You reply dry. Later you act distant. That wasn't a decision. That was autopilot. High-level people don't eliminate emotions. They catch them early. Think about Keanu Reeves. People admire his calm, not because he feels nothing, but because he doesn't let emotions drive his behavior. Now let me give you a simple daily system. Every night, 5 minutes, ask yourself, where did I react instead of respond? Where did I stay calm? What reaction embarrassed me a little? That's it. No motivation. No journaling for Instagram. Just awareness. Do this for 7 days and you'll feel exposed. Do it for 30 days and people will treat you differently. Here's something important. If people often call you too sensitive, too quiet, or too aggressive, that's not an attack. That's feedback. Strong personalities collect feedback. Weak ones argue with it. Stop saying, "That's just how I am." High-level people say, "That reaction was unnecessary." From today, stop trying to look confident. Start trying to be regulated. You know what people remember most. Not your words. Not your fancy degree. Not even your jokes. They remember your energy. Think about it. You meet someone once and can't recall exactly what they said, but you remember they made you laugh. They made you feel seen. Or they drained your energy without even trying. That's presence. That's personality in motion. Let's start small. Here's a scene you know. You're in a meeting, everyone's talking. One person dominates the room. Loud, fast, trying to impress. You're quieter. You pause. You nod. You ask one thoughtful question. Instantly, the room leans in. People listen to you more than the loud one. Why? Because people notice calm confidence more than volume. Here's a simple rule that changes conversations instantly. Listen 70%, talk percent. Sounds simple? It is, but almost nobody does it. Try it today. Next time someone speaks, don't think about your reply. Just listen. Watch their eyes, their hands, the little pauses. Listen. Really listen. You'll notice something shocking. Most people are never fully heard. When you listen, you become rare. Rare is memorable. Memorable is magnetic. Another scene, your friend tells a story. You usually interrupt with your own story, right? Stop. Nod. Ask a smart, small question. Wow. What made you feel that way? Boom. You just upgraded your personality in 5 seconds. Look at someone like Tom Cruise. Not loud, not boastful. You watch him in interviews. He leans in, listens, responds thoughtfully. That calm presence makes him stand out, not his words. Now let's bring this into everyday life. Your cousin tells a bad joke at dinner. You laugh just a little, not fake, not too loud. Your eyes show interest. That small reaction builds warmth, trust, and presence. Another example, someone challenges your idea online. Instead of typing a long defensive reply, pause, take 2 breaths. Respond with one clear, calm sentence. Boom. You just demonstrated strength and control. Here's a daily practice to train presence and communication. Every day, pick one conversation. Could be work, family, or even a friend chat. Practice the 70/30 rule. Listen first, speak second. Ask one small, smart question. End the conversation noticing. Did people lean in? Did they smile? Did they remember what you said or how you made them feel? Consistency here is magic. 1 week, and people notice a difference. 1 month, and people remember you. And here's the funny part. Most people spend hours crafting social media captions, but ignore this real-life practice. Personality is felt, not read. Presence is experienced, not explained. Do this. Watch how people lean in when you speak. Watch doors open without trying. Watch how your personality upgrades itself, just from how you show up in conversations. Most people think personality is about charm, humor, or confidence. It's not. Personality shows up when nobody is watching. Let me give you a scene you've definitely been in. Your alarm rings. You hit snooze. Again. You wake up late. You rush. Coffee spills. You're already apologizing to life. Guess what? That little act, hitting snooze, rushing, tells your brain and the world, I don't respect my own time. Self-respect is personality in motion. Another scene. You promise a friend you'll call. You forget. They text you again. You reply with a half-hearted apology. Little by little, people notice. Not loudly, but they notice. Consistency is invisible, but irreplaceable. Here's a modern example. Look at Naomi Osaka. Not the loudest star, not always in interviews, but she's disciplined. She shows up prepared, she respects her craft, she respects her schedule. People admire her because her actions speak louder than any speech. Now, here's the funny truth most people ignore. We spend hours trying to look busy, look disciplined, look successful. Meanwhile, our micro actions betray us. Leaving dishes in the sink, texting while someone is talking, being late. These small things are personality leaks. And fixing them is like plugging holes in a bucket. Water stays in, your personality grows. So how do you build discipline and inner standards? Start with 3 daily rules. Even 5 minutes early counts. Keep small promises. Text back within a reasonable time. Finish a task you said you'd do. Respect yourself in small ways. Make your bed. Put your phone down while eating. Say no when you mean it. Here's a mini example. You've committed to finishing a book by this month. Instead of scrolling TikTok for 2 hours, you read 20 pages every night. 1 week in, you feel smarter, more disciplined, and yes, your personality feels stronger. Another, you see someone struggling at work or school. Instead of ignoring it, you offer help. No one sees it. But trust me, personality points are earned in private. Funny story, I know someone who always brags about being motivated on Instagram. In real life, they show up late, miss deadlines, and complain about everything. Guess what people remember? The real you, not the Instagram you. Discipline is invisible. Respect is quiet. And together, they build a magnetic personality that people notice even when you say nothing. Daily practice. Pick one small promise every day and keep it. Pick one action that shows self-respect like phone down, clean desk, morning routine. Reflect each night. Did I keep my word today? Did I act in line with my standards? Where did I slip? And how do I fix it tomorrow? These small acts are compounded personality growth. You don't need charisma. You need consistency in private. Remember, strong personalities aren't made in applause. They're forged in quiet, repetitive actions. Confidence isn't loud. Real confidence is quiet. It's calm. It's steady. It's unshakable. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Most people aren't nervous because of the situation. They're nervous because their emotions are driving them, not the other way around. Let me give you a scene you know all too well. You post something online. A comment comes in. Harsh, critical, even rude. Old you? You reply angrily. You scroll through old posts. You overthink. New you? Pause. Breathe. Respond calmly. Or maybe not at all. Notice the difference? That's personality. Or this one, you're at a meeting. Your idea gets rejected. You feel embarrassed. Do you defend it loudly, sulk quietly, or take a deep breath and say, okay, I see, let's revisit this? Same situation, different personality. Here's a modern example. Look at Emma Mackey in interviews. She gets challenging questions. She doesn't panic. She pauses, answers thoughtfully. Calm, composed, that's emotional control, that's confidence, that's personality. Another scenario, someone cuts you off in traffic. Old reaction, horn, shout, frustration. New reaction, breathe, smile, let it go. Small moment, huge personality signal. Here's a daily exercise you can do to train this. The 2-second pause rule. Before reacting, take 2 seconds. Daily reflection. At night, ask, where did I react too fast? Where did I stay calm? What embarrassed me? Small controlled challenges. Wait in line without checking your phone. Let someone else go first in traffic. Handle minor criticism without defending yourself. Every time you practice, you're rewiring your brain. You're teaching it. Calm wins, reaction loses. Here's something funny. The loudest, most reactive person in the room usually feels the weakest inside. The calm, quiet person, they're confident, unshakable, magnetic, and everyone notices it subconsciously. Another example, you mess up at work. A mistake. Old you, panic, stress, guilt. New you, acknowledge it, fix it, learn, move on. People respect that. They trust that. They remember that. Emotional control is like a muscle. The more you practice, the stronger it gets. And with it comes confidence that doesn't need validation, applause, or approval. So, start today. Catch yourself before you react. Take a breath. Count 2 seconds. Ask, does this reaction serve me or does it expose me? Do this consistently. People will start saying, there's something about them, calm, confident, magnetic, and the truth is, they don't even know your story. They just feel your personality. Most people try to change their personality by copying someone else. They mimic phrases, tones, gestures, and fail. Here's the problem. Personality isn't about looking like someone else. It's about becoming someone you respect. Let me give you a scene. You're scrolling Instagram. You see someone successful. Their lifestyle, their charm, their confidence. Old you, try to imitate it. Copy it, force it, feel fake, give up. New you, pause, ask, what habits and environment made them this way? Which of these can I build for myself? Personality isn't copied, it's grown. Here's a modern example. Look at Billie Eilish. She didn't try to sound like anyone else. She built habits, writing, practicing, choosing the right people around her. That shaped her presence, confidence, and uniqueness. Here's the first rule. Your environment shapes your personality more than motivation ever will. Watch the content you consume. Choose friends who lift you, not drain you. Be around people who inspire action, not excuses. Second rule, act like the person you want to become. Want to be calm? Pause before you react. Want to be confident? Speak slowly, listen carefully. Want to be respected? Keep promises, even the small ones. Tiny actions, repeated every day, compound. Personality is a compound interest system. Small deposits today, huge growth tomorrow. Here's a simple daily practice. Pick one habit that reflects your ideal self. Surround yourself with one person, one book, or one space that supports it. Each night, ask, did I act like the person I want to become? Did my environment support me or drain me? What's one adjustment I can make tomorrow? Another scene you'll recognize. You're in a tough meeting. Everyone doubts your idea. Old you, panic, stumble, argue. New you, calmly present, answer questions thoughtfully, nod when others speak. Not because you're trying to impress, because you've built yourself to act this way. Stop chasing approval. Start chasing growth. Personality that lasts isn't flashy. It's consistent, reliable, and magnetic. Here's the final truth. 1% every day. Listen 1% more. Pause 1% longer. Respect 1% more. Observe 1% better. Do this every day for a year. People won't just notice your personality. They'll trust it, follow it, and rely on it. Personality isn't built overnight. It's built quietly, daily, inside the decisions you make, the people you surround yourself with, and the person you choose to become. Start today, and don't wait for anyone to notice. The real reward, you'll respect yourself, and everything else will follow. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like and subscribe, my friends.